Greetings all! Today, we will be examining the uncommon Dark-type Pokemon Nickit and its equally uncommon evolution Thievul, collectively known as the Fox Pokémon. While they might not have much to them that makes them stand out from normal foxes, the members of the Nickit family are still interesting creatures that can easily make off for the opposition's goods when needed.
Nickit have reddish-orange fur covering most of their form, save for black fur at the ends of their three-toed feet and the ends of their massive bushy tail, with a white patch of fur covering their belly and part of their back, as well as having white splotches of fur on their face and black fur ringing their yellow eyes. Their face also has a small pointed snout with a tiny black nose, and their ears are quite large, with a black outer base on the sides facing each other as they open towards the sides of their bodies. Their evolved form, Thievul, have the same general four-legged form with a similar color scheme, though there is a larger, more pronounced boot-like lip at the middle of their legs and a dark black splotch of fur running along their back. They have a larger poof of hair on their chest area and black fur extensions at their eyes, forming a crest of sorts, as a thin but distinct mustache exists near the base of their snouts, giving them a devious appearance. While they might not have much to them that anatomically differentiates them from traditional foxes, not including their capacity to generate and harness anti-positive energy as a weapon, it can at least be said that by all accounts, Nickit and Thievul are food thieves through and through, and almost never spend any of their time actually hunting for food on their own. It is not precisely understood why this is the case, but it seems that being pure dark types and the constant exposure to anti-positive energy has caused an alteration in their brain chemistry that has led to the development of this behavior. Needless to say, it has made these creatures among the least liked of Pokemon in the Galar region, and some of the worst to run into, as they are highly intelligent and cunning, and are able to use deceit and trickery to outsmart those that have something that they want, and they are not above using dirty tactics like pretending to be hurt in order to get what they want. This can make these creatures a pain to have to deal with on a regular basis, as only direct force is known to really be able to scare them off, or at least deter them from trying to steal from a certain individual for some time.
Thankfully, these talents can be put to good use in battle to equally mess with the opposition, so they are not completely without merit in the eyes of trainers.
As far as their abilities go, as thieves, these creatures are able to make good use of their fleet-footed nature to avoid opponents and make themselves much faster when not loaded with goods, so they can possess Runaway or Unburden as base abilities, while those that are more than excellent at tracking targets and can wait to bait attacks before delivering their own offenses can also possess Stakeout as a hidden ability. In looking at their stats, Thievul in particular, it can be seen that these creatures are not exactly that powerful and do not have a lot going for them in terms of offense, as while they are able to use special attacks effectively, they learn almost no special attacks naturally, and even with the power they do have, they don't measure up all that well. Even so, they can still take hits from special attacks surprisingly well and can move fairly quickly, so their base special defense and speed stats are above average for a fully evolved Dark-type Pokemon, giving them at least some use in serious combat. As one might imagine, Nickit are cunning beasts that can survive entirely off of the food they have stolen from other organisms, and they are exceptionally good at being cautious and not being caught, their biology helping this to a great degree. For one thing, Nickit have incredibly soft pads on their paws that compress slightly when they make contact with the ground, allowing these foxes to move silently without easily being noticed from sound alone. They are also quite good at covering their tracks and making sure that nothing can follow them, using their long bushy tails to sweep their tracks away as they run and relying on strong muscles at the base of their tail to do so. This can make it nigh impossible to locate these creatures once they have managed to lose their pursuers, and helps to make them a serious nuisance to have to deal with. The only upshot to this is that they are fairly weak at a young age, so if one can manage to get a hold of them, it won't take a lot of effort to pry the ill-gotten gains from them, making for a short confrontation if they can be nabbed before they have a chance to start covering their tracks. Thievul are far more effective thieves compared to their pre-evolved form, which is clearly highlighted in the acquisition of the Thief attack immediately after evolution, and are able to put their wits and biology to good use when hunting for food. Not content with simply stealing random food from others, Thievul will mark any individual they suspect of having a food hoard in storage with a special scent that only they can detect. Once marked, they will sneakily follow their potential prey and wait for the perfect moment to strike and steal whatever they might have, and leave nothing in their wake. If they are confronted by a foe they know they are at a disadvantage against, though, these creatures will not be afraid to turn tail and run away, which is demonstrated in their capacity to eventually learn the parting shot technique late in life, providing them with a means with which to escape just about any troubling situation. While their lithe bodies and sharp claws can help them defend themselves to some degree, as noted before, these creatures are much better at utilizing special attacks, which is a shame as the only special attack they learn naturally is the Snarl attack. Plus, they are actively hunted by their biggest rival, Boltund, so they may need a bit of assistance in order to make the most of what power they do have access to.
Though they might have much in the way of bells and whistles to them, the members of the Nickit family are still devious critters that can prove to be an annoyance to deal with if they are given proper love and care. They may not exactly stack up against more powerful Pokemon of their type, but for what they are, they can make a good starting point for most trainers and bring a little bit of Dark-type flair to any battle they are a part of.
Do yourself a favor though, and never trust these creatures with so much as a bite of a sandwich. They might appreciate a snack or two every now and then, but turn your back for 1 second and there is little doubt that your entire stash of food will be gone by the time you turn back around to reach for it. Thank you all for watching this video. It is always an honor to be able to speak with you all on the subject of Pokemon in a way that brings me great joy and happiness in my work. If you would like to keep tabs on past and future work, click that subscribe button, check out my work on DeviantArt, and don't be shy about following me on Twitter, where you can find pertinent announcements on upcoming work before it is officially posted. Links to both can be found in the video description. If you would like to support my work and help Miguel and I continue to produce more content for you and improve upon our presentation, please visit us at my Patreon page, which you can also find a link to in the video description.
No.
With that, I thank you for watching and I wish you well.